Humans are just a fun species, in a self-destructive, laugh at a train wreck kind of way. Humanity produces enough food for every human on Earth to eat 2,800 calories a day, and that's even if we just threw one-third of it away. There are innumerable reasons for this, but I'm going to simply look at the major ones. I'm also just going to focus on the United States because to explain each and every region's issues, I would need an hour and gongs to wake you up halfway through. So let's talk about North America's lawn fetish. It all started with the Brits, as most things do. However, it makes sense to have a lawn in the United Kingdom. It rains constantly. California or Nevada, however, are a different story. To keep these water drains alive, people use 30 to 60% of the water supply allocated for local use. This is mainly due to a lack of knowledge or care. You will never see a farmer watering his crops in the middle of the day or fertilizing it right before a storm. Water supply may not be a major problem in North America yet, but it will one day. And making policy once something has already happened tends to have a less than desirable effect. This is especially prevalent as farmers and older people may not understand and refuse to change their ways unless forced to. Now let's talk about food. 10 pounds of grain makes a pound of cow, and 10 pounds of cow makes a pound of human. Cows slightly offset that due to the fact that we drink their milk, but that's beside the point. As you progress up the food chain, the raw number of calories available decreases. This is why apex predators are so vulnerable. There is not a large number of them, and there never can be. Humans can take a step down the ladder and choose not to eat like apex predators. This would vastly increase the number of calories available. Let's look at corn. Corn is the most prevalent crop in the US, and 76% of it is used in biofuels and feed. Even the remainder is not efficiently used, as the majority is in the production of high fructose corn syrup. I think this may be the greatest development in human history. We have found a way to produce a product that not only factors into obesity, but also starvation. This is a global problem. Even within China, rice is primarily fed to animals rather than humans, and this trend is only sloping upward as the middle class rises. Why do we do this? Why is it that when 150 million humans go hungry every day, we can't produce just the max number of calories possible? Supply and demand. The world demands meat, and the world demands corn syrup, palm oil, coffee. I don't know. Humans are weird. So what do we do? There are many things the average human can do. Vegetarians and people who eat local have significantly less impact than those who don't. We can all start to conserve our water and only water lawns when it gets cool or you switch over to an alternative. Every human can reduce their waste and work together to help solve this problem. But the problem with that is that it's all bullshit, and humans being better is never the solution. In order to help solve the supply of food demands, governments are going to have to change on behalf of the people. Culture is changing, but not fast enough. And is it not the job of representatives to make laws not only for the people they are currently representing, but future generations as well? The problem here is that it's also bullshit. And if you've seen the news lately, you would know that the US Congress could never make a long-term policy to help a sustainable future. I thought for a moment that would date my video. Good moment. For anyone who stuck it out this long, I have a few questions. Firstly, what do you think of the length of the video? Should they be longer, shorter? Secondly, what about the style? Should I start drawing things more? Should I use more cartoons? Should I use more real images? Should I fill up the screen? Do you like the background? Everything. And then finally, about the script. So, do you think there should be more jokes, more concentrated information? Should I talk faster? Slower? Give me your opinions, please.